What a lovely day. It is banging. Right, you lovely lot. Welcome to Rocket Travels. I'm reflecting today on the last year. We moved to Hua Hin a year ago, and I'm going to reflect and tell you our little story, our little journey on how we got here, circumstances, etc. And how's it been? Well, for a start, it's all good. Scratch me head. Right, we'll start at the beginning. This isn't a life story or years and years of stories. This is the last 12 months and a little bit of background. So I came to Thailand just over a year ago because of circumstances. Been coming for 23 years, but the time had come in my life where I needed to set up home and move abroad, live in Thailand. Now, the boss, if you watch my channel, the boss is my Thai wife. Now, originally when I set up this channel, I referred to her as my ex-wife. And I get lots and lots and lots of questions about that. You know, why are you living with your ex-wife? Is she your wife? What's your circumstances? Etc. I was going to say something there, but I'll keep it to myself. Some of the questions I get are a bit near knuckle. Anyway, yeah, me and the boss, about just before COVID, the boss got fed up in the UK. Probably, if I'm honest, got a little bit fed up with me because I'm very independent. I like to travel. Yeah, very independent guy. She didn't like the UK. She didn't like the weather. She didn't like the food. She worked there. She didn't like the workplace. Who does? So she decided she missed Thailand, missed the food, missed the weather, missed her culture as well. So she moved back to Thailand, and for a while we kind of separated for what, maybe 3 years or so. Oh, we got some copyright music. We'll talk over that very quickly. I'm not editing none of this. Right, so she moved back to Thailand and we kind of separated, went our different ways. So we had a period where we weren't together. So hence, like, some of the titles originally were my ex-wife and my story about rescuing her. We'll go into that. So over the years past COVID, since COVID, we kept in touch. You know, I care for the girl very much. You know, she's the woman in my life, regardless of our romantic involvement. Things got bad for the boss. She came back. She thought she could live the dream here. You know, get a job, get somewhere to live happily ever after. It didn't happen. She ended up in a very toxic situation. She doesn't have much family. She's got a sister in one of the villages out in Isan, and she moved in there. It was all right for a short period, and then it just went downhill and downhill. The sister really didn't want to live in there, and the boss, she had no choice. You know, she wasn't working. She had minimal support from me. I made sure she had food, and that was about it. Because she'd left. As far as I was concerned, you know, we're both moving on in life, but I still cared for her very much. I had a great experience with her, especially bringing up her son as well. Anyway, so things just got worse and worse and worse, and eventually I suggested, look, I want to come and live in Thailand regardless of what you want to do. Originally I was going to come here, set up home in a condo or something and retire here on my own. Hello boss, how you doing? And yeah, so what I did is I suggested to the boss, look, you got no job, you haven't got a lot of money, you've got a terrible life with your sister, come and live with me, we'll set up home, and you know, we take care of each other. Not me taking care of her or her taking care of me, taking care of each other as a partnership. So I hot foots it. We all agree, yeah, she hasn't got any options. I'm thinking, just give it a go. So I hot footed it over to Thailand to have a chat with her. And while I was having a chat with her, making sure she was comfortable, what my plans were, I spent, I left the boss in Isan, and I came to Hua Hin, yeah, basically looking for somewhere to live. So we wanted somewhere to live where we was near hospital, near facilities. I wanted, like, you know, go somewhere where there was small cafe, restaurant type place, the odd little bar, you know, backstreet bar where I could have a beer each day, a nice quality form of accommodation. So I found all that in Hua Hin, and I found the village here, Tipawan. Just come down to my local 7-Eleven, beautiful people in there. Yes, I found Tipawan on the back end of another YouTuber. He done a vlog on a house that we live in now, and as soon as I got here I basically went up there, and somebody showed me in the house, and that was it. I went, that'll do. You know, I'm a very humble guy. I've never had big things in life, big houses, big cars or nothing. So yeah, I see a little 2-bedroom new build for 6,000 baht per month. That'll do, and it is super good. So I goes back to the boss, right, we're all sussed, bear with me, there is a van manoeuvring. Has he gone? Okay. There's no editing with this vlog actually, because it goes straight through. So yeah, I've sourced the house, I've gone back to the boss, I said, look, there's a hospital around the corner, there's a big supermarket, Macro down the road, 10 minutes. So yeah, everything was here, bars, restaurants, shops. We got a beach, we got mountains. Village life is really, really good, man. We're just that little bit out of the main town of Hua Hin, so we got a little bit of peace, a little bit of quiet, a little bit of tranquility. So we're on. So last September, a year ago, I arrived in Thailand, hired a pickup for a whole month, basically to fill up the boss's goods. I had no idea what she had possession wise, and we needed it also, get bits and bobs for the house, TVs, sofas, all that kind of thing, anything we could chuck in the back. So I've gone to pick up the boss, she said her goodbyes, and we stayed the first night. We left the village straight away, and we spent the first night in a motel on the main road, and then with the pickup all full of her goods and all her cooking stuff and anything she had. Yeah, it was all in the pickup. It was a good bit actually, I was quite surprised. Anyway, yeah, first night in the motel, and then we spent basically 2 days getting to Hua Hin, because the drive is, I don't know, I mean on sat nav if it says like 10 hours, 12 hours, it always takes you longer. You know, you're stopping for lunch, you're stopping for drinks, you're stopping for fuel. It's Thai time, things don't happen as quick as they do, like for me back in the UK. You know, in the UK you go A to B, that's it, maybe one pit stop. In Thailand you stop and start all the time. So yeah, we held up just outside Bangkok for the night on the way to Hua Hin. It was awful. We stayed in this industrial town north of Bangkok. The boss's mood was, it wasn't good. She was scared and worried about her future, where she was going. You know, she's left a handful of friends back in the village, and yeah, it was tough. There's a few teary moments, and it was tough on me, like trying to reassure her that you know, I was taking her to a better place. I was 100% bang on with my plan. Anyway, we spent the night north of Bangkok. The following day we travelled to Hua Hin, not too early in the morning. We planned to get here for lunch, have some dinner, and then go straight up to where the house was. On the way she just broke down. We stopped at some services and she just bawled. She was just so scared, so worried. Yeah, she just like broke down in tears. I had a real big problem convincing her to carry on. You know, we're at a truck stop, a service station, and you know, she's uncontrollable, and I'm going, oh my god, this wasn't in the plan. So I'm cool, calm and collective with situations like that. So I just talked to her with a soft voice and tried to reassure her, and eventually she said, right, let's do it. So right, we're back on the road. Get away from this noisy van. We're back on the road, and we arrive in Hua Hin, and I tell her, this is our village, this is where we live. And yeah, it was such a wonderful sight to see the name on, they got a big name on the front of the village, Tipawan. And I think she was pleasantly surprised, because she thought, you know, Hua Hin, it's a big spread. Some parts are busier than others, but the village is village. As you can see, very, very tranquil and peaceful. Anyway, so we arrived. I'd booked into a guest house for 5 nights to give us a chance to find somewhere to live and get our bearings, make sure the boss was happy. First day, as soon as we'd checked into Fancy Carp Resort, it wasn't a resort, it's just like a block of 4, like it's more like a guest house. Yeah, as soon as we'd booked in, we were out. Priorities first. House, we needed somewhere to live. Up until arriving in Tipawan, so many things going through my head about rent and can we afford. You know, I'm sure if anyone lives or thinking of living in Hua Hin, done any research, yeah, rent can be like, you know, 10,000 to 25,000. You know, we see these houses on YouTube. Aussie geezer called Johnny. Should we walk down here? Nope. Yeah, walk down here a little bit because we're early. I'm meeting people for lunch. Yeah, we went straight up to where these houses were. I'd seen them before. I'd been up there. Actually, someone invited me into the house so I could see the layout. An English guy called Terry, top man. And yeah, so I knew the layout. I'd seen the pictures, I'd seen the video, and we hot-footed it up there. As soon as we got there, there was a sign outside for rent, 1 house. Bear in mind, it's 6 months before that I'd travelled here and seen a house for rent. Chances of still having one to rent was slim as far as I was concerned. But yeah, we ended up there. There was one available. I said to the boss, phone it now, that's our house, that's where we're living. We didn't even look inside or anything. And anyway, so she phones up and the lady says, yeah, no problem, the house is yours, but you can't move in straight away because they need to tidy it up and clean it. It was a new build, and it had been used by the builders that were carrying on building the houses further up for storing their goods and stuff. It had all like mesh on the front of the gates and stuff. So we had to wait a few days for it all to be dealt with, everything moved and in a condition where we could just move in. To start off with, the boss was looking at all the building stuff, and like you couldn't really see in it because they do have, I'll show you actually, you see this green sheeting, they had this all over so you couldn't look in. So this stuff was all over the place, so you couldn't really see in, and the boss was looking at me going, you promised me we'd have a house. You promised me. And she's like going, it's a derelict house, it's unlived in. And I'm going, trust me, believe in me, it's good. Anyway, we've gone away, and yeah, she's a little bit stressed and a bit worried again. Anyway, over the days that went past, we spent our time stocking up on dry goods, you know, rice, sauces. No, the sauces aren't dry, stuff non-perishable, you know, a lot of things like meat and stuff. We didn't bother buying that till we moved in, but we bought rice, sauces, noodles, all that kind of thing. We bought some seating. We bought anything that we could pick up and carry and put in the pickup. And we also went round all the shops, electrical shops and stuff, paid an organised delivery for like beds, cooking stuff, fridge, freezer. That was a big one for me. TV, all our basic essentials. God, it's a bit noisy around the village actually. There's a bit of building work going on here. That's a story for another day. Yeah, so we got everything sorted before we moved in and arranged delivery times. Noisy, noisy, noisy. I'm not editing any of this. We're coming down to the centre of the village. There is a bit of noise and a bit of copyright music. Anyway, let's go back to the subject in hand. Where was I? Yeah, so we've been shopping, got everything done, everything's ready to go in, and we phoned up on the day that the landlady, very nice lady, very good landlady. We phoned her up on the day we were meant to move in, and she says yes, you can move in, it's all yours. We paid our deposit, paid our month's rent, everything was good to go. Now we went up there and the boss is like, the face on the boss was like going, right, not looking forward to this, where you're taking me. Oh man, when we turned up, you should have seen her face. These guys had cleaned this place top to bottom. All the mesh on the front of the gate and all that had gone. The place had been completely cleaned, man. They cleaned all the windows, all the grills, all the walls, all the ceilings, the toilet, the bathroom, everything was absolutely spot on. And I work in the cleaning trade, so I know what's clean and what ain't clean. Yeah, so her face, she almost ran in the place. And we have a little raised area, little porch area. She just stood up there like the Queen. You know what I mean? The smile on her face she was beaming. And ever since then, it's just been rude. Everything's she's been so lifted. She was so down in the dumps and depressed almost, I would say. And for the first time in many years, I'd seen light in her face. And we were in. Over the course of the afternoon, once the cleaning crew had gone, everything started moving in, the beds. There's like a TV, the sofa. We were buzzing. Actually, I've just come down to the village, and on our first night at home, we actually ate out because we didn't have all the cooking stuff in. And we actually came down here in the village, sat there and had some lunch. So yeah, we're in. And then unfortunately, ever since then, I've had to have a couple of trips back to the UK. There's a few blips with the sale of my house. I've got 2 houses in the UK. One I'm selling, one I'm keeping. Yeah, there's a blip with the one I'm selling. It's sold. Yeah, I mean, I went back to UK originally after I set up home to sell my business. That is sold. That's all set in stone. And the house went up for sale. The house went up, it's been up for sale, and it's still going through. Like what, must be 10 months now, maybe 9 months. Yeah, 9 months, and I'm still going through the process. There are no problems, there are no blips. Even with the whole plan of moving to Thailand, our finances, our budget, everything is working out. I'm just so happy. In fact, with our budget, I'm going to go over that in another vlog. Here you go, here is the sign. When we first arrived in the village, we came, and that's our first sight of the village. Great big sign, Tipperwan. So yeah, we're in the village, and we are really, really super happy. I just need to sever ties with the UK. So that's our little story. We're super happy. Even like my relationship with the boss, you know, going back to what how I started this vlog, you know, we were separated. I considered her my ex-wife. She looked at me as like some kind of father figure, like brother. And but we've always been very caring of each other. It's something people don't understand, because I think it's probably people that have had bad relationships and ended up, you know, with all sorts of dramas and stuff. Not everyone's like that. You know, not everyone has bad breakups in relationships. And as time's gone over the last year, we've just got closer and closer and closer as a partnership. 2 people looking out for each other in life. The other day we went out and celebrated our first year. She had all her hair done, nails done. She looked amazing. You know, she is super happy, and she never asks people. I get lots of, like, you know, people are presumptuous, you know, asking silly questions, to be quite honest. You know, all guys that go to Thailand, you know, they get rinsed by the girls. She's never asked anything from me. You know, I pay the rent and put food on the table. That's about it. And if I feel she needs her hair done or needs a new shoes or whatever, I offer to sort it out for her. And why not? You know, you do that for anyone. It's not just Thai girls all over the world, you know. And it's not just you know, girls. There are women out there that take care of the guys as well. It's, you know, so many different circumstances in relationships, but our relationship works, and we're closer and closer, and we have got the most amazing future lined up. She's very tolerant now as well. Now we went through that kind of separation, and now we're back together in this kind of partnership. It's so much more freedom for me because I am independent. It's not a fault, I don't think, it's just the way I am. I like to travel, I like to explore, I like walking out the door, and if I see something good and shiny, I'm there, I'm gone. You know, the other day I was like in Bangkok, and I said I'll be home on Friday. I didn't get home till Sunday, so she's very understanding there. So I've got lots and lots of freedoms, which is good for you guys who watch my channel as well. You know, I got so much freedom to travel, and I will be traveling. This channel is primarily about adventures and exploring, but we are going to mix up cost of living and a little bit about my life and where we're at, you know, cost of living stuff, where we live, you know, shopping trips, cooking, and then we're going to mix it up. So it's going to be like two sides to the story. Well, a bit of a sort of lifestyle channel, you know. Follow me on my adventures. Plus also, I want you, some of you guys in the comments have said you're going to do the same thing. You're looking at settling to Thailand. You know, I get so many questions about you know, cost of living, visas, the frozen pension. We're going to talk about that one day. That's a bit of drama, but it's no drama for those who don't do drama. Anyway, it's all that what if crowd. You know, what I get a lot of it, like, you know, what if this happens, what if that happens, what happens if you don't survive, what happens if something goes wrong. I don't do what ifs. You know, you have to take, you're only here once, and you get out that door and you go and live your life every day. You don't sit there for a week thinking, oh, we go for shopping, or it's Monday, we go shopping on Friday, what's on TV between then. Get out that door every day. Every day's a good day. And okay, I have chill days. Yesterday I had a chill day, but I still done stuff. I've done cooking, I've done cleaning. I enjoy cleaning. I'm in the cleaning train. Anyway, we've covered lots and lots of subjects today, and I've just done this totally and utterly unedited. And my hand's going dead with this selfie stick. Oh, look. Yeah, my hand's going dead. Nothing edited. This is me walking through the village, giving you a little update on and reflections of my time in the last year we've spent in Thailand. So I hope that explains lots and lots to you, and also tells you my little story. I'm off to lunch today with up and coming YouTuber. He's coming down and is with his lovely wife, I presume, for lunch. Because I put it out on internet, I was buying everyone lunch. Luckily, only 2 people took up the offer, because everyone's scared of the cameraman. Anyway, we're super happy. If we watch my channel, there's no negative, there's no badness. We've had a few, as I've just explained, we've had a few blips on the way. You know, the journey has been tough at times, but we've persevered, we've got through it, and yeah, we're all right, we're good. I'm loving retirement, love living in Thailand. It's I'm so happy and so at ease with the world, so at peace with the world. You know, I see people that necessarily they sort of look at you in a wrong way, and that I just smile, you know, just smile and be happy. Anyway, I think that's enough. I don't know how long this vlog is, but it's been continuous, almost like a live. So I'm going for lunch. Hope that explains lots and lots of things, and also explains how happy and how easy it is to, you know, to be in this position, to be loving life. I'm struggling now because I'm going to do an outro. I'm starting to stumble with words. It is the real deal, no editing. Anyway, I'm going to end it now because I'm waffling about going off subject. So from Rocket Travels, hope you've enjoyed my little story. Super cool. See you in the next one. Over and out. Take care.